Push-ups are one of the most basic body weight movement patterns that exist. Most people I see do them incorrectly, so I hope this video spreads or gives a little bit more clarity to what a proper push-up looks like. A couple things I want to address before I get into that position. Your hands, for whatever reason, and women in particular, they always want to put their hands out in front of their face. So when they do their push-up, their hands are way up here and they're coming down with their face towards their hands. We want to move our hands so they're right below our shoulders. And then the width, I like to go shoulder width or a little bit outside if you would like. Nothing crazy wide, but just shoulder width or a little bit outside of that. And the last thing we want to keep in mind with our hand position, our arm position, is that the creases of our elbows are going to be turned to face forward a little bit. Now, what that's going to do is change the angle of your elbows. I see, again, a lot of people, they like to put their elbows straight out to the side in that push-up. Just doing that right there, you can feel a ton of strain going through that shoulder joint. So all we have to do is rotate that arm a little bit so that the angle, I like to tell people 45 degrees in relation to your torso. So if this is 0, we're coming out to here, that's your 45-degree mark. That's a good arm position. We don't need to keep our elbows tucked into our sides, just somewhere in between there. Now, I'll get down to my position. Setting my arms up, like I said, I'm going to rotate so that the creases of my elbows are facing forward a little bit. And then another big thing to keep in mind is we want to keep a tight core. So we don't want to see this big arch in our low back. We don't want to see our butt and our hips touching the ground first on the way down. So I'm going to squeeze my abs like I'm doing a plank. I break at my elbows, control myself down until my chest touches the floor. I'm a big stickler for a full range of motion on push-ups, pushing all the way back up. Again, controlling down, chest is touching the floor, pushing up. And one more time, I want to specify this to you guys. You're seeing, I'm not coming up with my chest first and following with my hips. I'm keeping my body in a nice straight line and maintaining that tight position the whole way. Now for some people, particularly beginners, that regular push-up is going to be challenging, especially in the part where you're pushing up off the ground. So a modification that I like to do for this, aside from elevating your hands, is to control down very slowly and then just cheat your way back up to the top. This way, where our body is stronger in that negative part of the rep and we're able to resist that a little bit better, we can work on strengthening that but not develop poor movement patterns pushing back up with bad form. So what that looks like, we'll say 5, 6 seconds even on our way down. Everything's the same, abs are tight, arm position, and we're just going to control down as slowly as possible the entire way. All the way down to the floor, and then from here, I'm fine with you cheating your way back up to the top before we go into our next rep. Again, controlling it down super slow and cheating back up. Like I said, that allows you to learn to manipulate your body weight in that push-up position without driving home those poor movement patterns of trying to push up, coming up sideways and twisting your torso and things along those lines. So give that a try if push-ups are challenging for you. And I hope this video is helpful in developing good technique on your push-ups.